Alright. Can you see the game? Okay. Alright. Yeah, so one of the weird mechanics to this game is that there is no difficulty per se, but basically the game gets easier the more I choose to kill people, but I'm 99% sure that's just going to lead to a bad ending. And pretty much, I don't know if you could tell, but I have all of these victims I could have pretty soon. I'm actually thinking of getting this one. This one here thinks she's a vampire, and she's not. She's just batshit crazy. Like, hold on, I'm trying to...
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich.
Well, we're just... yeah.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
You are delusional.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I actually like the Elvira reference there. Okay, I gotta find... Let's see, where am I? Let's see, you're... Oh, I can actually do something with him, I think.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any
My
good
friend,
news to
there's
share?
one doctor who I really don't like. Oh, I can't do it.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
But who else was here? Is it this one? No. So this is the only black guy I've seen in this entire
Good evening,
game, by
Milton.
the way.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Also, I find money is very hard to get in this game. I don't need this anymore. Don't need that. Don't think I need that. A little from column A, a little from column B. Because certain guns have like a stun power, which I don't know if you can see, but you see I have like the use stake right here. It grants you like a 10% chance to stun or something. Certain guns have that ability. But yeah, you can pretty much use them for damage, but certain enemies are actually resistant to bullets. Oh, here's this guy.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed, still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who
Well,
don't
so
sleep
far,
at night
the
always
only
seem
thing
more
that have hurt me are
alive
the
to me.
sun,
More interesting,
across,
one way or another.
and I don't know what per se, but when in the cutscene, these guys who I was fighting with, they were burning me with like their gauntlets. So I'm guessing they had like holy water on them or something. I'm not sure, but I can. And this guy is the one I actually let live before. And I actually think there's a bug with this because I had an option to kill him or let him live, and obviously I let him live. But there's someone else in this hospital I talked to that mentioned that this guy disappeared, even though obviously he's right here, and that his wife took over the mafia or whatever, the gang of this guy. So I'm thinking maybe I should kill him. But I gotta
I'll
send
leave you
him
for now,
somewhere.
Mr. Cox.
I've never seen so many people die.
You also have to be careful where you lead people, because someone from over there, I think, can see you. If like you see this all this open space over here, if someone was right there, they could see me. I might be also okay, like just right here, because nobody's really gonna see me with the hospital. But yeah, just for you, Raging, I'm going to sacrifice this guy to the greater good. And by the greater good, I just mean, you know,
Hey,
being a
Doc.
goddamn vampire. Yeah. I know. Where do I go to kill this guy? I think if I release him, he's just gonna go like, what the fuck, and... Yeah, fuck, I can't kill him. No, he's hungry, like... I guess hold on, let me just find... There's someone down there. Let me see, what are you about, sir?
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we
Yeah,
had a
also this
disagreement.
guy was in World War I apparently. My
Oswald
character.
ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir.
Oh, also
Can't
you can
stand
see
them
some
at
rats
all.
in this
Don't
game.
be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches
I
suffer
think
from
you
musophobia.
can feast on rats.
I'll see what
instead
I
of
can do
humans.
for your friend.
But your character will hate it.
What can you
No,
tell me
your
about
character
yourself?
actually hates it.
I'm
Because,
Oswald's
why
best
am I,
friend.
why am I eating this thing?
We served in the same regiment, sir.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke
There's
Hospital.
also these weird,
We both need help.
I don't want to say zombies
Treatment
because they're
on
not
me.
really
Get some
zombies,
sleep.
but they're pretty much
Just need to feel better,
like
sir.
zombie vampires.
Where was
I
your friend
guess-
the last time you saw him?
He went
They're
down
not
by the
called
canal.
things though. They're called no.
He
They're
didn't
called
want to go to the
scouts.
hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose.
But yeah, that's pretty much what they are.
I have
They're
all
like
the
Skyrim
information
and
I need.
whatnot.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, this is where I could have killed this
It's
one
locked,
guy.
all right.
Let me see. Wow, it's actually locked now. I can't go back and bring people here. That's kind of sad. Oh no, it was actually here. I could bring the guy here if need be. That's where it was. Alright, let me see if I can find him again. There he is. Okay, asshole, time to get eaten alive.
Hey, Doc.
This is actually really scary. Well, they have like this whole. Well, this guy has like this whole weird like other voice thing. I think that's the voice that's really hypnotizing people. I actually feel slightly bad because he was an asshole at first, and I was ready to kill him, but I decided to do like a nice gesture, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go to a place real quick." Alright. Blood for the blood god!
I killed, extorted, stole. Now I die. Fuck it.
Oh, I
I
got
live the way I wanted.
Yeah. Well, do you not see my gauge right there raising? Like the blue. Yeah. Now I feel bad, and I think I feel bad. God damn it, Raging. Why do you make me do these horrible things? It kind of is. I just. Find this woman and get my quest reward.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
You saw a good pic of that.
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle,
the way she's
Doctor.
standing, it's like she's
now,
like
this
drugged
patient
out
here
or
needs
a
immediate
zombie.
treatment.
Duty
Like her arms
calls.
to her side, and she just like
When the
swaying
storm
back
has
and
passed,
forth.
I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Diseases.
Down, my boy.
Oh, also, I don't think I like the powers you get in this game, really. Like, I'll show you if I can. Okay, yeah, well, I can't show you all the powers because I have to go to bed first. But yeah, I got an instant healing ability. This weird, like, I could send out this dark mist that will slow people and then explode if they stay in the area. And then I have this like jump ability where I can land on people, and then eventually I'll get an ultimate ability, but I have to wait for that, I think.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very
Oh,
well.
I forgot to mention.
I have a
you
task
solved
for
the
you,
game
Jonathan.
actually killing your sister.
Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please,
in,
go on.
in the game.
The Pembroke only
Your first
survives
victim is
through the
actually your
generosity
sister.
of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
It is.
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan.
Well,
Lady
to be
Ashbury
fair,
has
you
recently
don't know
received
your sister
rather
at first
indelicate
because,
correspondence
well, I'll
that,
show you.
if revealed,
well, actually,
would
no, I already
jeopardize her
showed
position.
you. Remember when everything
And
was
you would
all
like
dark
me
and
to
like you could see
eradicate this
things
threat?
highlighted red?
By the stole, of course
That's
not.
pretty much what it looked
I
like,
would just
but
like
more
you to pay
bloody.
her a visit.
Like there was more red in the
Her
air.
ladyship
with,
is certainly near the
when you
tents
saw her.
outside, tending the sick.
No.
You can't miss her.
And then when she
Look for
feasted on her,
someone
you learned that it was your
impossibly
sister, and
delicate.
she's like, "Why,
Accepted.
Edgar? I mean, Jonathan.
I'll see what kind of
Why?
trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Alright, so I gotta go downstairs.
I cannot enter.
Wow! You saw that, right?
You always knew the words to calm the children,
Oh my god, like the door just like closed in front of me and it's locked. Like someone actually locked it behind them or something. This guy.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
Well, actually, I'm worried about eating.
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind. The blessings
Well, I
of an
think it
angel.
is because of
You're
the
the
fact
sweet,
that if I
sweet
feast on
lady
somebody
of
who's
mercy.
sick, I don't get as much experience for it. And plus, I
Good
think
evening, Dr.
vampires
Reed.
still get sick. They
It's
just
a
might not
pleasure to
die
see
from
you
their
again.
illness, but still.
You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp. The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You
I
make
have a
me
feeling this
blush.
girl's gonna turn on me later
I
in
am
the story.
simply a necessary evil.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable
I kind of
weeks,
wish it worked like Buffy
I've
rules,
been the
where if you
victim
stick
of
the vampire in the
extortion.
heart, they'll die, but I don't
I've
think
made a
it works
first
like
payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be
that.
precise.
Slice it up.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital,
well,
you are
granted,
in
to be
an
fair,
excellent position to ask innocent questions.
I haven't
and
actually
definitely
killed
learn the
a
identity of my
vampire
blackmailer.
I've only killed the undead versions.
Who would be so
But
foolish as to threaten you? A kindred
Actually, you
spirit.
know what's weird too for this
Even if
game?
it were the
You can
case,
actually
and I
feast
highly
on the
doubt
undead
it,
vampires.
a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths.
Don't forget Carmela's
Due to
gonna say
massive
something
blood
about
loss.
Oscar too, so that should be interesting.
Is it true?
What was it?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Excuse my impertinence, your ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Bred with no respect.
What?
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr.
Oh,
Reed,
there's
you
also a
say?
storyline
I don't want some bumbling
this,
intern.
Game.
Where's Dr.
I don't know
Swanson?
what to do with it just yet. But pretty much, two doctors want to have two different surgeries over one patient, and I think I have to choose which
If you
side.
continue shouting, I'll have you restrained and gagged. Understood?
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman.
I don't think so.
You know how long I've been a
Basically,
patient
one is
here.
doing it to
You've picked the
prove
wrong
that his
fight.
research is worth
I'm
something
Harriet
for the
Jones.
hospital.
Harriet
The other
Jones.
just wants something
Indeed.
practical.
I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Wait, she just say cunt?
I
don't
assure
think they
you,
would hurt
madam,
like
this is
that.
not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores all
Oh,
of them.
right.
They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Uh-oh.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
It's there again.
Wait, is one of them in the basement or something?
This is no time for self-pity. It is the last thing our patients need.
Where the hell is Nurse Pippa? Oh, there she is. Oh, this rude little woman. Yeah, her and the black guy are actually dating, and they want to keep it quiet.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
What can you tell?
Let me guess.
Pepper, I know you're very
this is
close
like
to
that weird
Milton
voice
Hooks.
thing.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
If only I were young again. Just a dozen years.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Someone's
Goodbye,
lying
nurse.
to me, and I don't like it. Someone down here I have to talk to. Dorsey Crane.
What must I do?
I'm going the wrong way up here.
We've dodged death so many times. Don't worry, we're safe. You can't just die like this.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
And she just magically disappears, doesn't she? That's amazing. I was pretty much right here and she somehow disappeared. Video game logic. Oh, actually, I should have rested him. I've been stockpiling XP really. Oh well. I think that's a play off Vampyr because I don't know if you ever played it, but you ever played Blood Ring before? Yeah. That's what she was, a Vampyr. Oh, okay. And that's pretty much a half human, half vampire thing. What was that just now?
This man has been savagely
look,
attacked and dragged to the
that's
floor.
on one of the undead vampire things. Oh, okay, I just broke something. Oh, wait, no! Oh, that's fucked! No, it made me target the other enemy there. Common barb cuttles. Not really. Damn it. I think you can eventually from one of the stats I saw with the upgrades, but it's going to be really weak early on. Yep. It's one of the game's unique weapons. Hold on. I got it as a pre-order. It's called the Dragon Bane. Yeah, it's a pre-order weapon. It's not a stick. Yeah. Well, you have no taste in blades, Razor. To fight other vampires, Raging. Oh fuck, something's here, something's here.
What sort of creature is this?
No, it's a sewer beast.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should.
Wait, is this Latin on the second one?
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
I kind of have to. I need blood raising. They're the only thing close to me. Well, I can't help what I have to eat ration. Okay, there's someone here, but I can't see them. Like, they keep saying help me. Oh, there is a... Where is he?
I can't breathe!
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
It takes a bit to get used to this combat system. You know what it kind of reminds me of a bit? It's like a little mix of like the Batman games with a little bit of Dark Souls. So this is another mechanic apparently with the game. If I let people die too much or they get sick and I don't heal them, shit gets bad in that area.
Step away, sir. Stop now!
Okay, I feel like I'm in the wrong section. Why am I in the wrong section? Or I have to go all the way to Whitechapel.
Stay away!
I'm staying away. Relax, you assholes.
Stop right now!
I think that's the whole map.
Siege! Kill!
Oh, fuck me. Now they want to kill me. Oh, I'm gone. Okay, they don't want to kill me now. Did you guys see this guy's neck turn around? Like his neck just went all the way around right
Have you found Oswald?
Not yet, sir. I need more information.
All right.
Well, I did find him. Are you high?
I have all the...
Thank you, Doctor.
No, I was talking to the NPC. Anyway, let me go back to my room and sell all this beautiful bloody XP I have. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so this is how you level up in the game. You go to sleep and you have all these things available. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. I need a defensive ability. Oh, that's not good. It is. I think I want damage right now. Okay, that's the other gun I could get. I can't use that. Let me see if I can upgrade this stage. Enter at your own risk. That's I feel like that's great advice, and I should not be going down this street raging. Yes. Sneak up on these assholes. What silence? What? I am about... No, I found... I can't. It's like this thing is 9 levels above me, raging. I found it already. It's over here. What? It's right there. I am going to get murdered by this thing if I do. I'm going to let it... If it wants to fucking scream bloody murder, I'm gonna let it scream bloody murder, Raging. I've got other things to tend to, like these assholes. Fuck. Is this not a hideout? Oh, it is a hideout. I don't need to see right
now. Leech spotted! Watch out!
Oh, these motherfuckers, really? Actually, let me feast. I can't do that here.
It ain't human! Kill it!
Dead inside. I can't reason it won't let me. Can't get inside that house. We'll die next time it reason. Executioners down there.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. I, the gods recruit more and more every year. When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol. It's a leech!
It's locked, all right.
Of course I can't. Why would I be able to?
I cannot enter.
Of course this is locked too. How the hell am I supposed to get through? Oh, goddamn this game. Just goddamn it. Keep out. Can I not just jump up there somewhere? Oh no, I have to go through here.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Would you like to know more? Your army needs you. Join the ranks. I don't need to do this. Somebody just got shot. No, I'm pretty sure somebody got shot in the game. Because there was like an argument and shit and...
Are you alright?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy?
Never heard of her. She's...
What happened? Did you really...
Hey! I didn't do anything, it ain't me!
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
What a douche.
Goodbye, young man.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Boy.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no...
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick.
Oh, that's his son.
Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a...
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure...
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that...
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it?
The doctors called me a liar. A coward. Put me in a straitjacket.
Yes. Sounds like shelter.
I'm not ashamed. I just need my pill.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too.
Really?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who...
A gun?
The wet
Sort of bloody joke to you, innit?
She looks like a 1920s flapper girl, but I don't know why she'd be wearing a dead fox on her body.
You'll understand.
And wearing a huge sunflower.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh,
bullshit.
Really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Tell me.
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flower.
Is there anyone...
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Do you know...
I don't like to talk about...
competition?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort...
I'd like to see what kind of medicine...
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again. The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to...
It's locked, all right.
Oh, this can't be good. I think the guy's dead inside.
What? What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical...
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother some...
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. I must insist, sir.
I have no time.
Good evening.
Tell me.
The region itself is...
Goodbye, Miss Swan.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to...
How am I supposed to investigate his actions?
Nobody at home.
Now the house is empty. What the fuck? How do I... Oh, that's okay now? Oh, that's where he is.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me, just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Who are you?
Excuse me, sir.
Another journalist?
I'm not a journalist.
A doctor, you...
Really? But
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for...
May I ask?
I'll do whatever...
According to...
Not familiar with this neighborhood.
This part of town does have quite a reputation.
Totally. Look at me, for instance.
Have you heard of a nurse named...
Dorothy Crane?
Could you please tell me more?
She's a nice girl.
Goodbye, Mr. P.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of...
I am Dr. Reed.
Doctor?
Right then. Show me what you...
Fancy pop.
You never... How is business?
Business? I have no...
I see.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel...
What do you mean beside...
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah.
Where did this happen?
In the closed work.
Have you...
Nurse Crane. So the bitch really is a nurse, then?
Yes, she's a nurse.
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England, fleeing...
That doesn't explain why...
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medic...
Oh, that's such a horrible thing.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
God, what an asshole. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna kill him later.
Forgive my interruption. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought.
What do you mean?
All scientists are entangled in a...
Quite a judge.
But you are...
Well...
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating...
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing it.
I have heard enough.
He's obviously batshit insane.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel.
Dr. Reed, the famous sir.
I heard you're investigating a...
Not much, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid one of the nurses...
Ah, could it...
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby.
I don't know much about the man.
He has no...
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard.
Where can I find?
He spends most of his time lurking around.
He never...
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did.
Yeah,
I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before...
Why are the newspapers keeping...
There's a war going on.
If no one stops it, this epidemic could turn into a...
Yes. This is another...
Have you...
I've had to...
That some... What is a journalist doing in this borough?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go.
So you
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many
That's quite honorable.
Not at all, sir.
Goodbye, Mr.
Why would the game send me up here if there's nothing here to use? Oh. Wait. I can't get through this stuff.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Good evening, miss. I'm Doc. I know what you're thinking. I know you understand what I'm saying. Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. A stubborn and mute comrade. Very well. It's locked.
I'm pretty sure the world won't miss the mute region.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr.
Please be my guest. Although...
Really?
I'm a poet, sir.
But are you...
Oh, why should I?
If you...
Thank you, Doctor.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic.
My mother...
Most people fail to understand.
Are you a...
But this is where I must be to feel the real I don't care.
If some...
Well, you've...
May I ask...
Extraordinary part of town, is it not?
What can you tell me about an old...
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know.
Not interested in your...
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in...
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane.
Dorothy Crane.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank...
Are you not curious?
That girl...
I fear...
Guilty as...
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
So after this last bit, you want to play Friday for a bit? Let me just try and finish up this little side quest.
I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this year?
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute.
You again?
Sir, wait. Stop. Don't you see we're on the same...
I'm nothing.
Yes, you are.
I have to admit your words that... If you want to talk to Dorothy...
We've not been formally introduced.
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothy.
So Dorothy's real name is not...
Like myself and many people in...
She seems important to the...
More than you can imagine.
Tell me everything you know.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor.
Are you not?
She is...
Are you in love?
Don't be stupid.
Who is she?
She is not...
You say she has no...
Well, then...
Goodbye. It's locked. It's locked.
Yeah. It's pretty much a fake hospital.
Can you hear my voice? I need help!
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel!
Oh, this
Hand me
is
that scalpel!
to me. Oh my god, no, I don't want to see this.
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Don't question me, nurse. I need a drain. Now.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
Oh, he's going to offend me.
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound.
Not yet.
The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Oh, he's dead. Well, I've never done surgery before raging. Okay? Especially surgery being done there that... Wait, what year is this?
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
There is a huge difference here, raging. Okay, I had to do emergency surgery on some poor guy who was choking on God knows what. All you had to do was talk a suicidal girl, and all you had to do was remember not to talk about her mother, and you fucked it, raging. You fucked it.
I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I did not let a man die, okay? He died of his own volition. I did not let him die. I did my civic duty as a doctor to do what I can to save said patient.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
Well, you know what, Raging? If doctors could save people's lives, people wouldn't be dying in hospitals all the time.
To what do I owe this courtesy?
Yes. Yes, it is. It's very true. Yes, they do die in hospitals.
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insult.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and
But why Lady Ash?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
I don't want to kill her, but damn it. I don't.
No. Your place is here.
I'm going to rise
Jailing
above
you
my
would be an even greater crime.
Okay, that's what good people do.
Here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Oh shit. Something just happened.
It's fast! Get a taste of it!
Oh my god, they just slaughtered everyone in the fucking hospital. What does that mean they killed this guy in here?
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Doctor.
That means I'm going to go back this way then. Down that road.
Silly!
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill him, boy!
Oh, fuck! Where did these guys come from? Oh my god, it was an ambush! Yeah, I know, I got ambushed. I guess I've been in here already, because there's nothing here. And that was a fucked up little sneak attack. Like, they tried to jump me, and I don't appreciate that. Decide on my powers and oh wait, something happened. Alright, so I'm gonna end it here.